So it's just your mind. That's all you have to have is the discipline to be structured, hold yourself accountable, and whatever the world throws at you, you've got to be able to take it on the chin and drink water, drive on, rub some dirt in it. Let's go.
Colin.
All right, Colin, first question. Been working with you for enough time for me to say you're one of the most, if not the most disciplined person that I've ever worked with. Your routine, day to day, is impeccable. How do you stay in routine, and why is it important to stay in routine?
So I know routine for me is critical. I think one of the miscomponents with most people in general, whether that's like you're a high performer athlete or the Olympians, right? You look at some of the top fitness Olympians and it's that discipline, that mind-body connection. You know, the discipline to do it anyways. You know, it's looking at things as this is what I want to accomplish and nothing is going to get in my way to accomplish that. Now, let me put things into framed perspective. Coming from the fitness modeling industry, having to maintain that form of discipline to not even chew freaking sugar-free bubble gum. Like it's that discipline. Or rice that is completely leveled out and you're counting carbs, counting your calories. Everything matters. It's the same thing no matter what industry you're in or what you're trying to accomplish. All it comes down to is mindset at the end of the day. It's your mind. Can you have the discipline to hold yourself accountable to ensure that you hit that goal, whatever that goal is? So if your goal this year is to generate another, 30 or 40% of your revenue, what does that look like for you? I put that benchmark in place because everybody's going to be at a different level. So if you don't like what you're at right now, ask yourself, what am I doing to change that? I am extremely disciplined, and I think one of the tricks to all of this is your body does not know, your mind does not know if it's a Monday, Friday, Saturday. Those are just days of the week that we created, essentially. So my trick is 7 days a week, I keep the same routine. And I listen to my body, but 99% of the time I'll beat my alarm clock. And it may not be by much, but that's how I know that I'm literally like where I need to be, mind-body connection. When you can have that form of discipline year over year, week over week, month over month, you win the day to the point where your mind is already aware. You're consciously aware of what you want to accomplish while you're sleeping. Think about that. Like, holy shit, you wake up, beat your alarm clock every day because you're so routined and you know. So I think like people, they take hey, look, I'm an extremist, so you don't have to do what I'm doing. I'm just saying, for me, your body has no clue if it's the weekend or Saturday or Sunday. And if you're not where you want to be, what are you doing about it? At the end of the day, if you're happy with where you're at, keep doing what you're doing. But for me, like, I am a high performer, and anything that I put my mind to is I'm going to push boundaries, and we're going to move at extreme pace to ensure that that happens. So it's just your mind. That's all you have to have is the discipline to be structured, hold yourself accountable, and whatever the world throws at you, you've got to be able to take it on the chin and drink water, drive on, rub some dirt in it. Let's go.
All right, I'm gonna bring it back to the routine. Going back to your routine, the two questions. One is, how many hours of sleep do you get, and what time do you wake up every day?
Yeah, so I try to be in bed before 10, and I set my alarm clock for 4:30, and I'm usually up, 10, 15 minutes beforehand. So 6.5 hours, and it's super systematic. Like I said, 99% of the time I'll beat my alarm clock, but extremely regimented to the point where, it's haircut, same time, meetings with some of my leadership, same time every day of the week. I've got some, I got my executive assistant, Sean, who manages my schedule. And everything becomes systematic and routine because it's hard to manage time and it can get away from you. And so I would say Saturdays and Sundays for me are really where I can win and pre-plan for the week, where there's less distractions and noise. Whereas Monday through Friday, it can be chaotic, and it's hard to look at things holistically when you're tackled into 100 different directions. So that's another thing that I would recommend to those that are trying to move the needle and move further and accomplish big things, is to have time where you can not have distractions from any other outside noise, and really just look at, what am I doing? What can I do this upcoming week that's gonna win the week? And then you have to win the day in order to win the week. And then to win the week, you're gonna win the year if you just keep that same systematic routine and hold yourself accountable.
So just real quick, on the weekends, obviously you've been coming to work. From what I've seen, you've been every day, but you don't do anything different.
I think when you look at some of the most influential leaders across, like thought leaders that are moving mountains and became, pioneers in certain industries, they become obsessed, and this is all they think about. And that's kind of where I'm at. I've seen the vision since day one. The clarity was there, and now it's just execution, and that vision has never died. It's largest skyscraper in the home decor industry, a multi-billion-dollar exit, transition to an exit where I create a private equity group, and now that private equity group is vertical audience aligned, so women 45, 65 plus, Christian conservatives, married homeowners, acquiring companies or launching companies that fit within that demographic focus. And then as we acquire companies from company A, we can seed companies, audiences into E or D or G, and all the way back universally, same vertical focus. And it's kind of like, hey, this is the next 15, 20 years. This is where it's going to be, but it's roadmapped, and I can reverse engineer everything that we're doing behind it. So from Founders Mastery and what we do in person, now we can use that as a focus group in person, where I can get feedback and honest feedback from entrepreneurs that are doing at least $1 million plus in revenue. So I know where they're at now, millionaire creator, taking content, distributing it from in-person events, what's working for us at my business, and applying it to different verticals. Because this will give me, it's giving me the confidence as we speak to, all right, we exit for $1 billion. There's multiple things that just got accomplished. One, I've got an audience list of tens of thousands of business owners. In-person events like Founders Mastery and at some point Millionaire Creator, I'll be able to, all right, this guy would be an incredible acquisition. Or maybe I really love the way this entrepreneur is, because investing into people is massive. Having your digitaljeff, having, having your Lowe's, your Roland's, these are your core behind, everything that happens. But this is like extreme forward focused and just thinking of things outside of the box, knowing where I want to go. So there's no distractions along the way.
Okay, by the way, this has been great. Those that are watching right now, should Colin do a mindset course? Comment below if you feel, if you want to learn more, because it's been very insightful. I see this firsthand. For me, it's been the most motivating thing to work with you, because you lead from the front. It's hard to keep up at your pace. Yeah. But I love it because it keeps me motivated, keeps me excited, keeps me wanting to do more. And I'm always trying to figure out, how does Colin have so much energy? So, but anyways,
that is?
Because it's your passion. Like you said, it's that obsession to see that vision come to reality. That vision, you know, the vision that you've had since day one, see it come to reality, and, you know, being able to have control over specific things allows you to understand that you got to execute on what you can control. Yeah. You know, so I think you fully understand that, and you don't take it for granted.
And I think there's another way to look at it too, guys. Like, if you're challenged with something and you're really good at it, imagine everyone else and the impact that it's making for them, because now it becomes market opportunity. So another great way to look at things is just different perspectives. If you were once an incredible media buyer, you're challenged at this point. Or if you were very good at email marketing, now with iOS 15, having to go through new discoveries, there's new challenges. And that's fun, like, because if you're challenged with it, there's so many other people that are also challenged, that now, once you crack the code, you have basically the secret sauce to a degree that nobody else may or may not have.
For a long period of time.
For an extended period of time. And by the time they get remotely close, you're already 10 miles ahead. So that's fun. And I love that, just as an entrepreneur, that it's always changing. It's always shifting. You know, since I created my company, there's thousands of other companies that are being created that just copy basically what we do. And, you know, I have people have asked me, like, Colin, what do you think about this? Oh, they took your design. Like, one, that's, other than like having integrity behind what you do and not stealing people's shit, I don't have any respect for that. But I'll say this, like, none of my team, anybody that works here at Redline, signs non-competes. I don't believe in it. I love entrepreneurship. If Lo, you want to go and open your own company and compete against us, I'm all for it, brother. Like, because nobody's going to compete against me, because it's me. People buy into people. People buy into the vision behind the founders and what your core values and principles are. So you could be the best marketer in the world. I'm not concerned, because I'm just going to stay the path. I'm just going to keep doing my thing. And I'll pull inspiration from different verticals. And I just keep becoming creative. So if you're constantly just like looking at, oh, what is he doing? There's so much behind the scenes that's missed. And you know, by the time they get to remotely close to where we're at, imagine where we'll be. Mm-hmm. So there's no competition, essentially, like, because it's all within a framing of your mind. And, you know, it's just going to push boundaries. And I kind of work from the dark side, where internally there can be a fire that's lit. If somebody's kind of like, oh, I like that, this is good, now I got to one-up you. And so now it pushes my boundaries further, where I don't get complacent. And so
it fires you up.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it can either, but some people get fired up, some people get like down about it.
Yeah.
You know, when something like that happens. Because I've heard, like, I haven't heard in details of like stories of exactly what's happened in the past, but like I know some of the people that worked with you started pretty much same, or not, if not the same type of company. Mm-hmm. Just they pretty much just switched the name, but they stole ideas, they stole designs, stuff like that. But yeah.
I wish them the best of the luck, man. And like, because at the end of the day, you know, they got families, and but there's still like a right and wrong way to do things. You know, creating a company on while you're still salary. There's just integrity behind it that, you know, could easily be a lawsuit, but like, it's not worth time, effort, energy, reward. It's not worth the stressors, and you know, it is what it is at the end of the day. So,
and just sorry to cut you off, but like one of the guys, Austin, he's in good terms with you. He launched his own company, not the same but similar, and you invited him to the mastermind. He stayed at your house this past weekend, so that was beautiful to see for you. Because you said it like right now, like there's a right way of doing things, obviously. But anyways.
Yeah, no, so I embrace entrepreneurship wholeheartedly. Like, there's several people within this industry that I'm friends with, the founders and CEOs, and we're not, you know, trading top secrets and all this shit, but like, there's a respect amongst each other, you know, and I think that is important, to just trust and bet on yourself at the end of the day, and just treat people right. With Austin, you know, I'd help him build out funnels and build out his email flows. Like, when you care about people, it's not there's no concerns. Don't forget to like, comment, and share this video with your friends. And every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, a new episode drops. Also, you can be on the show. If you go to invite.millionairecreator.com, you can apply, it's free, and you may have a chance to be on the show with me, Colin with Colin. Be sure to share this video, and if you do, we may reshare your post. Also, if you enjoy entrepreneurship just like I do, I would encourage you to go to our new website, millionairecreator.com. We have some incredible products from steel merchandise, canvas, apparel, and education, courses, ebooks, and physical books. So guys, millionairecreator.com, check it out for yourself. I know you'll love it, especially for all of those entrepreneurs out there.
I cannot fit in the boxes. Stop it, quitting was never an option. Exhausted,